Excluding Michael King and Walker Buehler, the Padres starters have faced their fair share of challenges this season. Excluding those two, they've allowed opponents to hit .286 with a 5.54 ERA. It's going to be Kyle Hart who's going to be opening the game for the Padres. But because of the issues that rotation has faced, it's going to be a pitching by committee type situation. Here's Craig Stammen with the plan for the pitching staff moving forward.
Outside of Michael King and Walker Buehler, the other 3 days in the rotation are going to be, based on the previous day, the previous 2 days. All of us putting our heads together, trying to come up with good collective decision making and, put these pitchers in the best situation to succeed. I do have some experience with it as a player, and so my job is hopefully communicating in the right way, how it was communicated to me in the right way so that they have clarity and are able to have success.
All hands on deck today as the Padres go for the 2-game sweep of the Colorado Rockies. First pitch is coming up next. Enjoy the game.
Padres baseball is presented by Petco, official partner of the San Diego Padres. By your Toyota dealers, we make it easy. By Sycuan Casino, official casino partner of the San Diego Padres. And by Chili's Big Crispy 3 for Me, the best $10.99 you can eat. Padres and Rockies wrapping up their 2-game set, and again, Xander Bogaerts walking it off against the Rockies. Third time he has been able to do that. I don't know what it is about Bogey and the Rocks, but he gets it done again last night.
Sometimes a certain jersey, certain colors just kind of get you in the right mindset, and Xander has certainly benefited every time the Rockies have shown up.
He's ready to take the field here along with his teammates, and Kyle Hart will be headed out there as the opener today. As you heard moments ago, it's going to be a mix and match here in some of the other rotation spots, and Hart is actually not coming from the dugout. He is coming from the bullpen, and it's just arrived at the hill here, and kind of up to the way they feel coming in. And I guess for a reliever, it'd probably be easier to come from the pen like you normally would.
Yeah, sometimes you got to play mental gymnastics with yourself. For Kyle, he's obviously more comfortable walking out of the bullpen, trying to simulate that same feeling.
So he gets ready here as we check out Warren Schaefer's Rockies lineup, brought to you by Appliance Alley. Jake McCarthy at the top of the order. He's in right field with Cole Carrig, the Aztec for life, in center. Hunter Goodman, the DH, with TJ Rumfield at first base. Willie Castro back at third base. Tyler Freeman at second, with Mickey Moniak back in town. The Carlsbad kid in left field with Ezekiel Tovar at shortstop. And Brett Sullivan, the former Padre, doing the catching today. The day game after the night game for the Rocks. Kyle Hart, today's opener for San Diego.
You heard Stammen say bullpen by committee today. Kyle Hart gets the start, his third start of the season, 0-2 with a 5.21 ERA. Opponent's hitting .219. He'll look to see if he can get the Padres off to a good start.
Let's take a look at the Padres defensively, presented by Bellevue Casino. Left to right in the outfield, Rengifo in left, Merrill in center, Tatis around in right. Third to first, Machado, Bogaerts, Cronenworth, and France, with Fermin doing the catching today for Hart. And getting ready is Jake McCarthy to lead it off here for the Rocks, making his way plateward. As the Padres play day baseball today in San Diego, and again the end of this 2-game set between the Padres and the Rockies, and the Giants will be rolling into town for 4 coming up.
Yeah, start of 9 straight against National League West opponents, and Padres have a chance to have some head-to-head when Arizona comes to town, but first finishing up against the Rockies, and then the Giants follow suit after.
Here is Jake McCarthy in on the left side. Ready to work is Kyle Hart. And the first pitch of this one is a foul ball outside of first, underway from San Diego. Nothing but blue sky above. Not a cloud can be found up there.
Beautiful day, 77. Typical San Diego day.
Pretty much. ties him up with a sinker. Has him down 0-2.
Runs this ball on the other side and crossfired. Ended up working for him just as well.
McCarthy, Kerrigan, Goodman will be featured here in the first inning for the Rockies. Foul ball up to left, knock one of our mics down. Up the screen over there. We're going to have to get an A2 on that. Go right off the screen and now dangling.
Yeah, we'll have some interesting conversations in our ears.
Yes, too. Very extreme close up to that conversation. Down the first base line. It is slowly hit, and the dive, he is out. Tag applied by Ty France.
Not an easy play to start this ball game off for Ty France, but the Gold Glover was up for it. Slow roller, McCarthy bearing down that line, able to pick up and tag all in one motion and able to get the side there just as McCarthy went by. Nice play by Ty France.
Pretty good effort there by McCarthy to get in as well.
He could smell hit. He'll do it every time.
His retired 3 unassisted. One down here in the first for Cole Carrig. Batting in the 2 spot today for the Rocks. A swing and a miss. Fooled on the split.
375 on the current road trip. 6 for 16. Couple doubles. A homer. 3 for 4 yesterday. Or last night, I should say.
With that average up over 300 at 301 in 40 games. 5 homers, 26 runs batted in. Kerr was 3 for 4 in the ball game last night. You know, the Rockies offense was just fine. They kept getting leads of 2 runs.
And that wasn't their problem.
No, defense was a big problem.
Yeah.
This is line and diving at second is Cronenworth. His throw, got him! You can hit it anywhere, but you can't hit it to the crowd zone. What a play by Jake.
Hit hating at its finest right there. Cole Carrick making a bid for his 4th knock of the series. Jake Cronenworth with the in-between hop dive throw from the knees right on the money. Ty France able to hang on to first base. What a terrific play by Jake Cronenworth. Wow.
2 down in the first. And Hunter Goodman. Goodman, the DH, with 31 home runs. He did the catching last night. Brett Sullivan doing the catching today. That's got to feel good as a pitcher to know you got that kind of defense behind you.
Padres, one of the better defensive teams in all of baseball. Jake Cronenworth putting a bid in for a top play of the day. So one thing the Padres have been pretty consistent at all years. They catch it. And they're doing it with guys playing in different spots pretty often.
Hart falling behind here, 3-1 to Goodman. He's got 60 RBIs to go along with the 31 home runs for Goodman. Waiting on deck is TJ Rumfield. There are 2 outs here in the first inning, though, for the Rocks. And he loses him. Ball 4, a 2-out base on balls. I don't want to give in there. Count 3-1 to a power hitter. And down to first goes Goodman with 2 away.
take his chances with the lefty Rumfield, and very careful with Goodman, and probably smart once he fell behind.
Rumfield at 294. We had 13 home runs, 53 runs batted in, his first 105 games of the year. Rumfield 0 for 5 here last night with a strikeout, and just 3 for 14 on the current trip. And quickly down, 0-2. Has been getting on base. 7th in the National League, 377 on base percentage. And comes in with a 294 average, even though he has been struggling lately. Runner at first, 2 down, an 0-2 pitch. Oh, pop up into shallow left. Incoming Rengifo. It's going to fall for a base hit. Out of the reach of Xander Bogaerts headed out there, and it lands between Bogaerts and Rengifo. First hit of the day for the Rockies as runners at first and second with 2 down.
This four-seamer in the kitchen of Rumfield, but able to find some outfield grass, drops it in that Bermuda Triangle, and first and second now as Willie Castro comes to the plate.
Castro had some defensive issues last night. And a swing and a miss for strike one. Started him with a splitter. Goodman at second, Rumfield at first to a 2 down here in the Rockies' first inning. Down the right field line, headed foul.
Doubled up there on the split. Quickly ahead 0-2.
Castro takes strike 3 looking. Throws him on the sinker. The Rockies strand a pair. Done with half an inning. What a play by Jake Cronenworth at second base in the Crone zone.
Conditions apply.
Bottom of the first inning. Padres coming up. Padres lineup is brought to you by UC San Diego Health. It'll be Fernando leading it off, with Cronenworth batting second, Machado at third base with France at first, Merrill at center, Rengifo in left, Sheets the DH with Bogaerts at short, and for me, catching out of the 9 spot. Gabriel Hughes on the mound today for the Rockies. Ever excited about this youngster?
They like this young man. Doesn't have overpowering stuff, but having a ton of success despite that.
First pitch strike into Fernando. That was the four-seamer at 91. So, yeah, not overpowering at all.
Yeah, fourth start of the year, 0-2 with a 2.79. Opponents hitting 229 on the season.
Fernando coming off his 5-hit performance last night, first of his career. All part of the victory in game 1 of the series, and a liner to left field. That is quickly by Moniak, back to the wall. Fernando headed to second base. Leadoff double starts things here in the bottom of the first inning. And the hits continue. Fernando
6 for 6 in this series. Rockies have not been able to retire him yet. Hangs the sweeper in the middle of the plate. Toddy bangs it down the left field line. Leadoff dub for Fernando Tatis Jr.
So at second base to get it started here in the bottom of the first inning. And it brings up Jake Cronenworth. Jake 0 for 5 in last night's game, and already checking in with a spectacular play at second base defensively today. Got 3 hits on Sunday at Miami. Second 3-hit game of the year.
Good changeup there. Look at the scouting report for Hughes. The changeup presented it well.
Good tilt.
Enticed the swing there and got thrown over the top.
Up at the grass at third is Castro in case Cronenworth entertains any thoughts of bunting. And it is softly lined out to the shortstop. Tovar fires to first base to get Cronenworth for out number 1. Time for the Sequoia Casino Resort scouting report.
Hughes has done a great job of limiting slug. Only 6 extra base hits, no homers in his 3 starts. Sneaky good fastball. It's only 92, and he's holding opponents to 196 average, but there's a reason for that. And if you watch his fastball, it has natural cut. It's not a cutter. It's a fastball with kind of a natural cut moving away from righties in the lefties. And it's late.
Swing and a miss from Machado. Started him with his sweeper. And he started the day at .216 with 23 homers and 64 runs batted in. Here's the fastball. And again, that one 90 miles an hour on the four-seamer.
90 mile per hour four-seamer, but it's that late natural cut that he has to it that really changes it from being your typical four-seam fastball.
Sprays it foul off to the right out of play.
And that's the difficult part when you face a guy that kind of has a natural cutter. Every four-seamer is going to look a little bit different. Some he might get around, have a little more cut. Some won't be cut as much. Some will stay straight.
Swing and a miss, and Machado down on strikes. He goes after the slider. The strikeout of the day for Gabriel Hughes, 2 down.
This time it's the slider. And when you start to kind of break down the pitches you're going to see most often, which are the four-seam, the slider, the sweeper, and the change, all of those are going to be moving away from righties except that changeup.
So 2 down with Tatis at second, and down the line and right. McCarthy on the run will make the catch in foul ground to retire Ty France and end the inning. Done with 1 without a score.
When you give
not allowed from the dugout to influence someone to challenge, and it was a call that we believed was very much a ball, which I don't, looking back on it, looked like a ball on TV, and our dugout just exploded because we're rooting for Xander so hard, and we get that kind of not challenge it or anything like that, and the umpire took it as us influencing Xander to challenge the pitch.
That is a rule, and you're not able to do that. Now, my question is, though, it seemed very, very quick on Bogart's behalf that he was wanting to challenge that on his own estimation without any contribution from the dugout whatsoever. He was going to challenge that either way, I think.
I think that explanation only opens up so many more questions on what the mechanism of everything was. I mean, if you watch, as we get a look at the side angle, he's going to make the call, and Bogart's is immediate. So for that explanation to carry some weight, that would mean that every time that there's a pitch that's not a strike, that no bench reacts at all, that just doesn't add up. I don't even know that Bogart's had, based on how fast he tapped his helmet, had time to even.
That's my point.
To even consider what the bench was saying. So I have a lot of questions about the explanation that Craig Stammen was given.
Tyler Freeman leading it off and grounding one out to Cronenworth. for the first out of the second inning. It's supposed to be quick enough, the challenge, that there can be no outside interference. And I felt like it was quick enough. And was the reaction an honest one and trying to guide him to challenge? I don't think so.
You would have to consider that for every single team at this point.
I felt like it was an oversensitive move there by Rehak, who, by the way, I think called a very good game, balls and strikes last night, with the exception of that one in particular. But I mean, there were very few challenges last night.
He didn't have very many, and he did call a great game. But I think that moment kind of sped up on him a little bit, because, as you said, it was simultaneous. He called the strike, bogey challenge, and I think that bench had probably been chirping a little bit before that pitch, and he was ready to fire off, and he ended up missing bogey actually challenging the call.
Ezekiel Tovar, the shortstop, batting with 2 down, bases empty. No action in the Padres pen here in the second inning for Hart. I guess kind of just wait and see how long he goes.
I think it makes sense, given that it sounds like, unless your name is Michael King or Walker Buehler, they're going to have this kind of approach. And so as many innings as you can get out of anybody, kind of eat up innings of this game, I think it works well.
1 strikes, 14 of the last 15 pitches have been strikes. And a swing and a miss struck him out. Nice 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Hart.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
Bottom of the second inning, scoreless from Petco Park in San Diego. More fun coming your way. Don't miss Filipino Heritage number 2 on Tuesday, August 11th versus the Brewers. Mexican Heritage number 2 on Friday, August 21st versus the Twins. Explore all upcoming theme games and purchase a special theme game package at Padres.com/theme games. Now we have the Mexican Heritage number 2 right here in the booth. Outstanding. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Padre logo on the side.
See what you got going on in the back there. Oh, the year 2026. Very nice.
Good jersey.
Get yours. Number 2. It's already been one out there. Get your second one. Fly ball, center field off the bat of Jackson Merrill. At the wall, he makes the catch. One of the deepest parts of the yard, but Cole Carrick back there to make the grab for out number 1.
Jackson didn't miss this one by much. Continues to hit the baseball well in the zone. 4-seam heater. You can see it kind of cutting there at the end, and that may have been what got him off the barrel enough. Cole Carrick right up against the 396 sign, able to make the play.
1 down here in the second inning. Luis Rengifo. Another start in left field for Rengifo. 234, 2 homers, 26 runs batted in. 67 games combined between Milwaukee and San Diego. Score a free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box after a Padres home run with the purchase of a large drink. Ooh, strike called, and he's challenging.
It's a batter challenge.
ABS powered by T-Mobile.
This will be a win for the Pods. Looked like it was missed the upper outer edge.
2 left.
De La Hassania.
It's keeping it short.
Yep. So ball and 2 strikes. 10 games of the Padres. Rengifo with 394. Couple of home runs. Finding his way into the starting lineup every day. Continues to do that. He will. All 2 strikes. And our first look at Gabriel Hughes. 4th start in the majors for the Rockies. And ready with a 1-2 pitch. Back to him. And Hughes fields. He flips underhanded to first for out number 2. 5 in a row retired by Hughes. Comes Gavin Sheets.
1 for 2 in last night's game. Couple of walks. 1 for 3 in yesterday's ball game.
DHing today.
Has struggled a little bit as of late, but starting to put together some better at bats. Thought the 2 walks yesterday were good. Some long at bats, and sometimes those help you kind of get locked back in.
Takes the strike, evens the count at 1-1.
Walked the first at bat last night, singled in his second, walked in his third. He's lifted for a pinch hitter after.
Flips it foul, off to left out of play. $14 home runs on the year, 42 runs batted in for Sheets. Three plate appearances last night, saw 23 pitches. Some lengthy plate appearances last night for Gavin Sheets.
That's what I thought was good. He saw a lot of pitches in last night's game. Another good layoff. That's a good changeup. Able to lay off.
7th coming as Xander Bogaerts waits on deck. There are 2 outs here in the inning. On the ground, foul outside of first. We'll see more. In the air, back at third, shallow left. Moniak from left field will make the catch. It ends the inning. Padres down in order. 6 in a row retired by Hughes. We're scoreless through 2.
Welcome back to Petco Park. No score in the top of the third as we take a look at that UC San Diego Health scoreboard. Some good news for the Padres as they're on day 2 of playing 16 games in 16 days and adopting a pitching by committee approach where their bullpen is being heavily relied on. Jeremiah Estrada reinstated from the 15-day IL after being on it for nearly 2 months. Beginning of June, he had that right knee inflammation. The corresponding move, Matt Waldron designated for assignment, but the Padres certainly excited to have Estrada back, a guy who can really help shorten games, guys.
All right, thanks very much, Mary Luz. Happy to have Jeremiah back. Hopefully Matt Waldron makes it through waivers and stays in the organization. Certainly enjoy our time around him. But Sullivan, the former Padre, leads it off, sends it up the middle, diving again. Cronenworth this time cannot get the clean transfer from the glove to the bare hand. And reaching will be Sullivan. What a play to even get there, but then could not get the throw off.
Jake upset with himself. Had a chance of making another spectacular play. This one couldn't quite handle the transfer, and Wes Sullivan picks up the infield knock.
Well, since the walk to Hunter Goodman in the first inning, 16 of the last 17 pitches for Kyle Hart have been strikes. as he works here into his third inning. Top of the order, McCarthy now with a swing and a miss after that slider.
Just kind of going back to that transaction. I mean, Matt Waldron, I thought, especially during that run there, the Padres needed the innings that he provided. And so, I know for him it's disappointing to go down, but for the Padres, they do get Jeremiah Estrada back, who was a big part of that back end. I think that takes some of the load off of Adrian Morejon, who's kind of had to be the guy who went more than three outs when it got late. Estrada will certainly be able to handle some of that load. As you saw Griffin Canning getting loose in that bullpen.
1-1 right side, and Cronenworth slowly hit. Will get the runner at second, back to first, no chance. Well, McCarthy running. And again, it was not hit hard. When Padres pitchers K9, you win. Score 25% off your total purchase at participating Petco locations tomorrow with your loyalty membership. Just ask to redeem the Padres K9 promotion at checkout. 1 out, 1 on for Cole Carrick. Over to first, and McCarthy back safely. First disengagement. So Carrick, as we told you, an Aztec for life. Rockies pick out of San Diego State. Went to high school in Turlock, California.
Modesto.
He was born in Modesto. Yeah.
I know that he liked that first pitch call right there. He's falling behind 0-1. Kyle Hart continuing to pound the zone against this Rocky ball club.
Swing and a miss, chasing the splitter.
Gonna let this clock run down and then use his timeout.
Trying to gather himself, so frustrated.
Tell that first pitch is still lingering as he's falling behind 0-2.
Another disengagement. Checking at first base again.
Jake McCarthy, 17 bags on the season. So certainly a threat to run.
7 swings and misses right now for Hart. 4 on the splitter. 2 disengagements. So we'll see if McCarthy's off here. This kind of speed on this 0-2 pitch. Nope. Headed back to first, and almost like a pitch out there. It wasn't, but 1-2 now.
He's changed the eye level a little bit. We can go back to one of those splits that you just referred to try a lane changer on the start of that Carrick's hip. We'll see where Hart goes here.
On the ground, slowly hit, but foul.
And indeed was the split. Carrick gets a piece. Spoils will do it again.
Use the card. How to get Cole Carrick out. 1-2 strikes to Carrick with 1 out. McCarthy at first base. Not tried to steal yet. 2 disengagements, though. He might be. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. 3rd strikeout for Kyle Hart. And now it will be his longest outing of the season.
They want that sinker in. It ends up on the opposite side. Doesn't matter. Carrick swings through it, and looks like it's going to end Kyle Hart's day.
With Hunter Goodman coming up next. Nice job by Carl Hart. A good start today. Goes 2 2/3. Will step aside. Scoreless in San Diego. Scoreless with a pitching change going on here in the third inning. As we check out our Disney Cruise Line Cruise Cam. With 2 down the inning, McCarthy at first base. And into the game is Griffin Canning. th overall appearance. He had made 11 starts, but now working out of the pen after Kyle Hart went 2 2/3. Has had an opener quite a few times this year. Dealing with Goodman with a runner at first and 2 down. Goodman, MLB ranks among catchers first in home runs with 31. First in extra base hits, 47. Second RBIs. And first in OPS.
If he is indeed on the market, there isn't a better catcher you're going to find.
Swing and a miss, and making quick work of him. Striking him out to end the inning. 2.5 done without a score. The Don and Mud Mini Yacht Bobblehead is officially sold out, but don't let this news sink your ship. Backed by popular demand, a second chance to secure this bobblehead has been added. Saturday, September 5th, when the Padres host the Yankees at 6:40. Don't let this one sail away. Purchase a theme game package at Padres.com/theme games. That's right, get yours. The second one, because the first one is sold out, but the second one is now available on September the 5th against the Yankees.
Very nice. Get your 2 favorite guys on the same boat.
It's pretty close to actual size. The mini yacht, by the way, not all that different. And if you can't tell, Mike cannot fit in the mini yacht because there is a weight restriction. So they put him in a little, what would you call that, a tube?
That's definitely a tube.
Yes, in the back.
He's being dragged by the mini yacht.
The mini yacht is taking him into a sea of San Diegans, which is on one side.
The first one is sold out.
Yes, first one is sold out. The next one, September the 5th, get yours. Night 2. You need a theme game ticket, though. You can't just buy a ticket for the game. You got to have a theme game.
I mean, on your bobblehead day, I would assume you're going to be in the building for that day, huh? The first one?
No.
You're not even going to be here on that day?
No. The first one, no.
Don't you think you should just come and enjoy a game on the same day as your bobblehead? I think it makes perfect sense.
What happened was we had the game, and Apple selected it. And we no longer have the game.
You can still come, though.
Swing and a miss as Bogarts goes after that pitch. Second strikeout for Hughes. One down here in the third inning. Seven in a row now retired by Hughes as Freddie Fermin stands in. Center field, and Carrig on the liner is right there to make the catch. 2 down.
Right on the screws, but right at Carrig for out number 2.
Igoro retired by Hughes and turns the order over. There's Red Hot Fernando, who doubled in the first inning.
Rockies have yet to retire this young man so far in this series. Going back and watching his 5 at-bats last night, there was just not a whole lot to dislike about what you saw from Toddy. In terms of what he attacked, how he attacked it. He only had really one bad swing, and that was the infield single. Everything else was money.
Six for his last 6. As he takes the strike, 2-1. Padres record, by the way, 8 at-bats with a hit in a row. I'm sure your dad was one of the guys who did it. Guessing there's a really good chance.
It was one of the thoughts across my mind, but
there have been many who have done it, but I'm quite sure he's on that list.
Has to be.
Right?
I don't know, 8 straight. I guess it's possible. This is one of the things we've seen from Toddy in this kind of hot streak. He's seeing a lot of pitches, getting in deep count.
Cronenworth waits on deck with 2 away here in the third inning. On the ground up the middle, ranging is Tovar. His throw is going to be close, but in time. Just getting him to end the inning. Through 3, we're scoreless in San Diego. Well, Jay Cronenworth, one of the plays of the season earlier on, and we're going to check it out from this vantage point. Here's a look at our dirt camp presented by Murray Lampert Design, Build, Remodel. Here it is. Wow.
Full extension, throw from the knees.
Wow. Pretty much by him.
Yeah. You know how hard it is to lay out on an in-between hop and still be able to glove it. I think we often take Jake for granted, especially his defense. Terrific play there.
TJ Rumfield leading it off here with Castro and Freeman to follow. Into the 4th inning we go as Griffin Canning struck out the only batter he faced in the 3rd, Hunter Goodman. So Kyle Hart today, 2 2/3, his longest outing of the year. 2 hits, no runs. He walked 1 and struck out 3. This mix and match new look Padres pitching staff. Off to a good start today. Right back at him and through. It is knocked down by Bogarts, but Rumfield will reach.
See how they score this one.
It's an E6.
They waste no time. That's certainly a play that Bogey would tell you he should make. Infield reaches on the E6.
Second time Rumfield has been aboard. Had a single in the first. Now reaching on an error here in the fourth. There's Willie Castro. A swing and a miss for strike one. Castro went looking in the first inning. One of the 3 Ks orchestrated by Kyle Hart. Strike two.
Another good changeup. It's doubled up here. First 2 pitches to Castro.
First pitch strikes 11 of 14. Padres pitching. And in the dirt, not locating it right away, was Fermin. Kind of kicked it out towards the mound. No advance at first base, though, for Rumfield.
Tell you what, Griffin Canning was ready for it, though. Fermin ends up kicking his ball back, and Griffin off the mound quickly, keeping Rumfield right where he's at.
Giving Fermin a little extra time. Professional courtesy here by Dan Iasanya, home plate umpire. Says he's good to go. Rumfield at first, nobody out here in the Rockies' 4th inning. He goes around, struck him out. Slider in the dirt. Back foot slider gets him. 2 strikeouts now for Canning, 1 down in the inning.
Good slider execution. Exactly where Fermin wanted it. And Canning gets to Punchy for out number 1.
1 out, 1 on for Tyler Freeman. Grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning. Freeman came off the bench in last night's game. In the starting lineup today. And getting the start at second base. Canning is on the extreme first base side of the rubber, operating. All you need to do is have contact with the rubber. Strike 2.
Griffin looks pretty sharp here in the early going of his outing. His slider on the changeup. He's been able to execute it pretty well. Ahead of Freeman here, 1-2.
On the ground towards shortstop, could be 2. Second for 1, on to first. It is 2. So the 6-4-3 inning-ending DP. We're scoreless after 3.5.
Hello, Moto.
Welcome back to Petco Park. Some fans enjoying sunshine. Bottom of the fourth, no score between the Padres and the Rockies. Taking it down to the farm today. Some news. Padres top prospect Ethan Salas was promoted to Triple-A last night. There are the numbers that he's had in San Antonio, Double-A this year. So talented 20-year-old catcher in the organization in the midst of a bounce-back season after a back injury that limited him to just 10 games last year. So congratulations to him on the call-up, a step closer to the big leagues, guys.
All right, Mary Lou, thanks very much. We'll be keeping an eye on Ethan. Pitch in there for a strike to start the inning. Jake Cronenworth leads it off to start the inning.
Ethan finally enjoying some health and getting to play some baseball and reaping the benefits of the health that he's had this season.
Cronenworth grounding out to short in the first inning, getting his second look at Hughes. Popped up foul off to the left out of play. Next pitch will be 40 for Hughes. Dealing with his first hitter of the fourth inning. To right field, and McCarthy can't catch it. It's in for a base hit. Breaks up a string of 9 in a row, retired by Gabriel Hughes. Jake Cronenworth has got a base hit to start the fourth inning.
Sweeper kind of inner third, and just kind of finishes the swing. It's in on the hands. Able to drop it in front of McCarthy. Leadoff knock for the Pods in the fourth.
Brings up Manny Machado, getting his second look at Gabriel Hughes. Struck out swinging in the first inning. One of 2 Ks for Hughes.
For rare sinkers there from Hughes, and moves Manny's feet.
Fouled off to the right out of play.
You can see, just kind of watching some of the Padres swings, why Hughes has been tough. That late action, even at 90-92.
Natural cut you were talking about.
Certainly putting the Padre hitters on defense. There it was, front door. In it. Don't know that he's trying to cut it. He just kind of has natural cut, and that pitch started in off the plate and worked its way to the inside corner.
The Padres getting the lead runner on here in the fourth inning. Had the lead runner on in 8 of 13 innings in this series now. There is Cronenworth getting his lead, held on by T.J. Rumfield. Machado fouls it off below us. Great day to be out in Gallagher Square. Lots of sunshine today. I don't see a cloud in the sky.
Not at one.
Sunsplash Petco Park in San Diego.
Starting to mix in the sinker a little bit more. Still hasn't started to use that curveball, which he'll start to use at some point. It's only the second time, midway through the second time of the lineup.
He retired 9 in a row before the leadoff base hit by Cronenworth.
Manny stretching him out a little bit.
8th pitch of this plate appearance coming up for Machado. On the ground, deep third, fair ball, long throw, and Machado beats it out.
Eight-pitch battle from Manny. And he ends up a winner. This ball right over the third base bag, and Castro took his time when he set his feet, and I think that gave Manny the time he needed to leg out the infield knock. First and second now for Ty France.
Two on, nobody out. Ty France, runners in scoring position, 294. Knocking in 32 of them. Fouled out down the right field line in the first inning. Here he is with Cronenworth at second, Machado at first. '50th pitch coming up here for Hughes. Last 30 games. 6th in batting average, 4th in OPS, tied for 9th in home runs, and 11th in RBIs. Been very productive. Two and 0.
Really the first time Hughes has had to deal with any pressure from this Padre offense.
A little bit of traffic here in the 4th inning. Both Cronenworth and Machado reaching. France an inside outswing, and it's fouled off to the right out of play.
And you can see he's the catcher. I think Sully set up in, and it almost as though Ty could feel him underneath. That pitch started in and started to cut away, and it ends up kind of forcing that inside out stroke of Ty. That's a 2-0 hack. That's not necessarily the one you want to get off, but that late cut kind of forced it. Ooh.
Hit it on the arm, apparently, and down to first he goes below the bases.
Catches him right on the elbow guard.
I heard it almost sounded like the bat.
It did. It sounded like the knob. Right on the guard, and that'll load the bases for Jackson Merrill, who flew out to deep center in his first at bat.
Now the first 3 innings he did not exceed 14 pitches. 16 this inning and still no outs. Bases loaded, nobody out. Ball 1. Pretty good hack right there. Foul back to even the count of 1-1.
Four-seamer, top of the zone, and you can see that late cut. And it's a difference maker. That's the difference of Jackson squaring that one up and fouling it off.
Down the left field line, foul.
Cutter is not designed to be a swing and miss pitch. It's just designed to really get off the barrel. Hughes has done a good job to this point.
20th pitch of this inning coming up for Hughes. Does not have an out yet. Good opportunity here for the Padres. Last of the 4th inning. Bases loaded, nobody out.
This is where they have excelled lately, is capitalizing on these situations.
On the ground, left side, into left field, a base hit. Cronenworth will score. Padres take a 1-0 lead. RBI single for Jackson Merrill.
2 strikes. Change up, floating away, and Jackson just trying to protect. Ends up sneaking that ball through the left side, and again, sometimes just putting the ball in play can be a good thing. He's fooled on the changeup, and with the shift on the way it was, couldn't have been placed perfect. Padres up 1-0, a chance for more as Luis Rengifo comes to the plate.
Elon Leishman, the pitching coach here for the Rockies, out on the mound talking to Hughes, trying to calm him down. Still nobody out in the inning. Bases reloaded, a run in.
Look at the side as you see the front side go, and his pitch is off the plate. All he had left to use was his hands, and again, because of the way the defensive alignment was, it worked out perfectly for the Pods.
Machado at third, France at second, Merrill at first with nobody out. Who's getting ahead of most. He's been working from behind in this 4th inning.
This 4th has been hard on him.
Second time through has been a problem. And Rengifo chops one to first as Runfield will get the out there. Run will score. In the back door from third comes Machado. Rengifo pick up an RBI, and the Padres pick up another run on top 2-0.
Probably the best case scenario on an out. You get the run across, you move up the other runners. Padres up 2-0. Gavin Sheets coming to the plate.
Sheets flied out to left in the second inning, 0 for 1. Infield in with the 1 out in the inning.
Evans about due for a homer. Last one came on June 30th.
High drive to right field, down the line, and it is headed foul.
Breaking ball, bottom of the zone, and just a click out in front. No catch.
Foul back, 1-2. There is action for the first time in the Rockies pen. Tanner Gordon first up for the Rocks. Second and third with 1 out of the inning, 2 runs in.
To me, it's clear Gavin's seeing the ball a lot better right now. It's a good breaking ball there. He's able to lay off. Buys himself another pitch. I mentioned it in the last at bat. He's seen quite a few pitches last night.
In the air to right field as McCarthy will have room. Makes the catch. Hanging at third base is France. Throw will go to second, and the Padres take a 3-0 lead. Sac fly for Gavin Sheets.
Job well done from Gavin. Took him 5 pitches. He got something he can handle. Gets in on his hands just a hair. That cutting action prevented this ball from going over the wall. But nonetheless, plenty deep enough to bring in the Padres' 3rd run. They lead 3-0 here in the 4th.
Now Xander Bogaerts. Check swing fouled by the on deck circle where Fermin is waiting. Xander struck out swinging in the third inning. 1 of 2 Ks for Hughes. 30th pitch of this inning coming up here for Gabriel Hughes. Fly ball to right center field. From center, Carrig makes the catch and ends the inning, but the damage has been done. The Padres come up with a 3 spot in the 4th inning to take a 3-0 lead. Nothing. Padres have lead over the Rockies as we head to the 5th inning. Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Padres, the official source for your Padres gear. What a great day at the ballpark today. And the Padres now have a lead for the first time today on top 3-0.
So far today, the pitching program has worked to perfection for Craig Stammen.
2 2/3 from Kyle Hart, shutout, and now Griffin Canning has gone an inning and a third so far. There's Mickey Moniak. Padres continue to limit hard hit balls in the series. Just 1 so far today, 3 yesterday. And the damage that Moniak has done in 2 seasons against the Padres, epic. This one is fouled off to left out of play. Up the middle into center field, a base hit from Moniak. A leadoff single. The 3rd hit of this game for the Rocks.
And he laid off a doozy of a slider the pitch before. Canning came right back with another one and laces it in the center for a knock.
Third time in 5 innings that the Rockies have had the lead runner on. Here's Ezequiel Tovar. Swing and a miss. Chase that knuckle curve. Disengagement as Moniak back to the bag at first. Held on by Ty France. In the dirt, gathered by Fermin.
Big block there by Freddie. And that breaking ball and Sam worked to get the body and glove in front. Good technique.
Fastball at 95. Action in the pen. Wandy Peralta is up. See Kyle Hart. Now Griffin Canning. With Peralta warming. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Ooh, look out, up and in. What a late reaction. And that is strike 3, gets him looking. Third strikeout for Griffin Canning.
Little lane changer from Griffin. Starts his pitch off the outside corner, runs it right back over. Tovar goes down looking.
Wasn't a strike until it was.
No.
So 1 out, 1 on. Brett Sullivan, the former Padre, standing in. Sullivan with the Padres in 2023, 2024. Last year was in Pittsburgh. And this year in Colorado in 55 games. There's a look at our Disney Cruise Line cruise cam. Sullivan was 29 when he broke into the big leagues with the Padres in 2023. Both catchers in the lineup, with Hunter Goodman catching last night, DHing today, and Sullivan behind the dish. Rich on an infield hit in the 3rd inning. And a swing and a miss struck him out. Back-to-back Ks for Canning. 4-all.
We're seeing fastball up out of the zone, and like Sully was just trying to foul that off, and he goes down swinging. Second victim of the inning.
So after the leadoff single by Moniak, strikeouts of Tovar and Sullivan takes us to Jake McCarthy. McCarthy from the top spot in the Rockies order is grounded down to first and grounded into a fielder's choice. Good sized gap out in right center field with Jackson Merrill over into left center. A lot of green grass out there in right center. There it is. Year 1 in Colorado for Jake McCarthy. His career spent in Arizona. He was a snake.
Commanding the ball so much better here today.
The combination of Hart and Canning, 75% strike rate today. A lot of strikes. Ground ball left side right to Machado, goes to second for the force out that will end the inning. Halfway through, Padres enjoy a 3-0 lead.
Share it.
Well, hello to you. 3-0. The Padres have lead over Rockies to score on our UC San Diego Health scoreboard. 1 hat, 4 ways to wear it. The home and away bucket hat presented by UC San Diego Health lets you flip the brim and switch up your style. Limited to the first 40,000 fans in attendance. Arrive early on Thursday, July 30th when the Padres host the Giants at 6:40. Visit Padres.com/giveaways. This is a former bucket hat. That's not the one though. Neither's that. A little different. Home and away. Those are last year's bucket hats.
Living the life right now. Got his bucket, being fed pretzels.
Ready for Mean, leading it off here for San Diego in the 5th. Lined out to the center fielder Cole Carrick in the 3rd inning. As Hughes ran into trouble in the 4th. It's a bases loaded, nobody out situation. The Padres cashed in for 3 runs. Now a grounder left side of the backhand. Tovar's throw on a hop will be in time, and we'll see.
I gotta look at this.
Padres are challenging.
Ball on the field is out at first base. San Diego challenge.
Those plays can be tricky for the first base umpire, who a lot of times depend on sound. Because this ball hits the ground first.
He's safe by a lot.
Yeah. Kind of throws off the timing a little bit of how that play goes. And for me, he's going to have himself an infield knock.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. Runner is safe. San Diego retains their challenge.
So Fermin aboard at first base. Third time in 5 innings. The Padres have had the lead runner on. And flips the order over now. Fernando coming up. After going 6 for 6 last night and today, he finally grounded out to end that streak in the third inning. 1 for 2. He doubled in the first. And getting his third look at Gabriel Hughes. Here's what we know about Hughes from Anchorage, Alaska. How many big leaguers are out of Alaska?
Great question.
First round pick, 10th overall by the Rockies in 2022. I didn't realize that. Kurt Schilling is from Alaska.
Some good collegiate summer ball up in Anchorage.
70 pitches for Hughes so far today. 2-0 pitch. A swing for ball 3.
72nd pitch coming up here for Hughes, and we've seen the command start to get a little shaky the last couple of innings.
Ball 4. 4-pitch walk for Fernando. First 2 have reached here in the 5th inning. Infield hit and now walk. That walk is the first walk allowed today by Gabriel Hughes. So 2 on, nobody out for Jake.
Jake got things started in the 4th with his single. Just looking to keep the line moving for big 1-3 on deck.
First and second, nobody out. Squaring, dropping it down. Castillo will fire to first, and the sacrifice is complete. Fermin takes third. Tatis to second on the sac bunt by Cronenworth.
Great job with the execution. Technique wonderful. Didn't stab at it. Just kind of let that ball come to him. Bumps it hard enough, which is the most important factor of that bunt. Forces the third baseman to field it so the runners can come in behind.
Lushman, the pitching coach, coming out again. Another visit in preparation, this time of Manny Machado. With more action in the pen, Zach Agnes. Second and third, 1 out. And he has struck out, reached on an infield hit. in the air to left field down the line. Moniak on the run will get there to make the catch. Tag at third base is for me. Throw to the plate. He's going to be out. So a double play to end the inning. As Machado flies out to left and Moniak makes the catch and then fires home to get Fermin at the plate.
Great throw. Got his feet set. Delivered a strike. They nab Fermin.
Welcome back to Petco Park, where the Padres lead the Rockies 3-0 in the top of the sixth, and Cole Carrick is leading it off for the Colorado Rockies. He was just called up to the big leagues last month, but this series has been amongst the most meaningful he's played in so far. He was a San Diego State Aztec, Don and Tony, as you had mentioned, but he used to take the trolley to Petco Park on days that they had early practices. Those are some of his teammates that he used to play with, and he loves San Diego so much he's actually planning to make it his off-season home. So he's looking at Solana Beach, Del Mar, Pacific Beach. I don't know if you have any recommendations. Maybe let him know. Let him know, guys.
Sounds like he's coming back.
Yeah.
He's excited.
PB is a good spot for a young man like himself.
Probably.
Carrick 0 for 2 in the ball game today, grounding out and striking out. And the recipient of strike one from Griffin Canning.
Only been up about a month, but has definitely had an impact on this ball club already.
We talked about it last night. It does appear the Rockies are heading in a direction, which is nice to see.
It does. Got some guys who Moniak. We've talked about Goodman. Cole trying to make a name for himself as well.
And he hit him. Upper curve. The batsman starts things here in the sixth inning. Let's look at our dirt cam presented by Murray Lampert. Design, build, remodel. Nowhere to go as he gets hit with that pitch. Good runner on here for the third straight inning now for the Rockies. And here's Hunter Goodman. He has walked and struck out, and they pick him at first base. Wasn't there long.
Will not challenge, and Cole falls victim to the quick feet of Griffin Canning. Right as he was starting to take that step out, he was left with nothing to push off of to get back to the bag, and that put him in no man's land. Good throw and tag. Padres erase the hit by pitch.
Goodman takes the strike on that curveball. He walked in the first inning, struck out swinging in the third inning. Was the first batter that Canning faced. In relief of Kyle Hart, who started here today. 2 2/3, no runs. That's the 8th Padres pickoff of the season. And Canning leads the team with 3 now. Jumps ahead of Goodman, 0-2. Alto is up last inning. He is still up in the pen this inning. Fly ball headed to left center field. From left comes Rengifo. to make the catch for out number 2 of the 6th inning.
Griffin just keeps rolling along in him. Just as I say that, here comes Craig Stamp.
So it'll work out to be 3 innings in relief here for Canning. As he departs, we'll step aside. Padres have a 3-0 lead.
This is
3-0 Padres have lead over the Rockies. We've got a pitching change here with 2 down in the 6th inning. Padres baseball is better together. Group spaces provide turnkey experiences to create unforgettable memories. Book a sweeter all-inclusive group space at Petco Park this season. Learn more at Padres.com/groups. A lot of groups here today in the finale of this 2-game set between the Padres and the Rockies. With 2 down in the 6th inning. The new pitcher is Wandy Peralta.
Oh. Taking a look at numbers from Wandy this year. 47th appearance, 2-2 with a 3.04 ERA. Opponents hitting .254 on the season. Running that sinker in underneath the hands. 1-2 count. See if he can finish Rumfield here.
Brendan Bernardino, who saw last night, warming in the pen right now for the Rocks. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out to end the inning. Good job by Peralta. Retires first batter he faces. 5.5 done. 3-0 Padres on top. We come back. Ty France will lead it off for San Diego. Viva la France! Let's take a look at StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud.
Look at the pitches from both Canning and Hart. Strikeouts, they both had 8 together, and see, pitching on the edges, being able to get some chase there. And we'll look at Griffin Canning, because I thought he threw the ball terrifically today. He had 4 strikeouts in the innings of work he had today. Good command of the slider, great command of the changeup. You see the lane changer there. Good work so far, both from Hart and Canning.
France has fouled out down the right field line, been hit by a pitch. Back where it came from and into center field, a base hit for Ty France.
Good piece of hitting there by Ty. It's that 4-seamer, kind of moving away naturally, but watch how long he stays through there. This barrel's in the zone, and it stays a long time through the zone as he laces this one up the middle. First knock of the afternoon for Ty.
That's going to do it for Gabriel Hughes, who get a pitching change with the Padres on top 3-0.
Taco Bell's new
3-0 Padres have lead over the Rockies as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here. To look at the Disney Cruise Line Cruise Cam. The pitcher into the game is Brendan Bernardino, who saw last night. He takes over for Gabriel Hughes, who went 5+.
Gave up a hit in the innings work yesterday. You see the numbers on the year. 51st appearance, 3-3 with a 2.68 ERA. Opponents hitting .245. They'll first have to try to attack Jackson Merrill.
With Ty France at first base. Leadoff single chasing Hughes from the game. Merrill flied out to the warning track in center and has singled to left to drive in a run. Padres scoring all 3 of their runs in the 4th inning. And the bases loaded with nobody out, and all 3 of those base runners would score. So Hughes so far charged with the 3 runs in 5+, but is responsible for Ty France at first base as he departs. Merrill down the left field line. Long run for Moniak. It'll land in the seats.
I mean, when the Padres were really struggling offensively, we'd have a ton of conversations about missed opportunities. Hadn't been the case here last 5-6 games. They have taken advantage of the opportunities given to them by their opponent.
Almost hit him. Bernardino has not allowed an earned run in 20 straight appearances. That's 18 in the 3rd innings pitched.
Quickly behind here, though, 3-1. Jackson in an aggressive count here.
Merrill in the air down the right field line. On the run, McCarthy will get there. He makes the catch in fair ground, trying to get to second base, and safe at second base is Ty France.
Tell you what that is right there. That's a scouting report. Padres did it yesterday. They did it. They're doing it here today, challenging McCarthy's arm. This is from right field to second base. Ty France takes advantage.
The field is safe at second base. Colorado is challenged.
And they will challenge it. I don't know that there's going to be enough to overturn anything here. Looks like Ty's toe comes down on the bag just as that tag is hitting the shin. Remember, the call on the field is safe, and we've seen all year long that call have a whole lot of weight to it.
Replay review room.
After review, the call on the field stands. Runner is safe. Colorado loses its guy.
Ty puts himself in scoring position, tagging from first to second on the ball to right.
Takes us to Luis Rengifo, 0 for 2 today. Grounding back to the mound, grounding out to first base. That's now in scoring position at second base. To left, and Moniak going back and running it down on the dirt of the track. Good running catch by Mickey Moniak for out number 2.
Heck of a play. Flagging that ball down in that left center field gap. Good stroke by Rengifo, and Moniak had to go a long way. Makes the play for out number 2. Oh, you could see it kind of cutting away from Moniak, even though it was hit off the bat of a right hand.
So 2 down, France at second base for Gavin Sheets. Sheets flied out to left in the second, and a sac fly to right in the 4th. He picked up his 43rd RBI of the season. Agnos up again. Been up earlier. Bernardino missing with ball 2.
Testing Gavin there. 3 straight curveballs. At times when pitchers make those pitches, they're looking for some type of read on how you take it, how you may flinch at it. Gavin not giving any signs yet.
Fly ball to right field. Has McCarthy going back. Sunglasses on. Makes the catch in front of the track to end the inning. Padres lead France at second, but have a 3-0 lead.
Daily Gut Support.
3-0 Padres have the lead over the Rockies as we head to the 7th inning. Monty Peralta able to get the final out of the 6th inning. Back out there to start the 7th. And Jace Bowen taking over in left field defensively for Rengifo.
Will bring in their best defensive lineup to try to finish this ball game.
Willie Castro leads it off here against Peralta. The bunt bid dropped down the third baseline. Peralta will not field it cleanly, and reaching is Castro.
Once Castro got that bunt down, it was a wrap. I don't know that even if he picks this up cleanly, he has much of a shot. He doesn't. Infield knock for Willie Castro.
Fourth hit of the day for the Rockies as the lead runner on. For Tyler Freeman, 0 for 2. Freeman grounded out to second in the second, bounced into a 6-4 3 DP in the 4th inning. And flips one foul off to the right out of play. Let's take another look at that Hamul Casino double play. He grounded into last time up 6-4-3.
As easy as it gets. Tailor-made, I think they call it.
That ended the 4th inning. Strike call, and it's 1-2.
Sinker right at the top. Freeman probably had an opportunity for an ABS challenge, elected not to use it.
A little looper that is a fair ball up over the head of France down the right field line. As Castro pulled up at second base as Freeman is aboard with a base hit. And the first two have reached here in the 7th inning for the Rockies.
I don't know if you could have thrown a ball better. This ball takes the thumbs off of Freeman, and he proceeds to just drop it right inside that first base line. It is happiness for a hitter.
Ruben Niebla coming out as they get ready to deal with Mickey Moniak. So a bunt single for Castro to begin the inning. The Rockies' 17th bunt hit of the season. That's 5th most in the majors. The Rays have 36, far and away the most.
They got Chandler Simpson on their team, fastest guy in the league. And listen, when you don't have a ton of pop or consistent offense, you got to find ways to manufacture runs. So whether it's bunting, stealing bases, taking the extra base, you got to try to take advantage anywhere you can.
So we got this started. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Saw Bradley Rodriguez warming in the pen. As Dan Asani out to break this meeting up. Moniak dropped down to the 7th spot of the order. And he's coming up here with Castro at second, Freeman at first. Moniak's 3rd AB of the day. Striking or grounding out the short in the 2nd, and then singling to center in the 5th.
Part of the reason why Warren Schaefer, the manager for the Rockies, had to mix up his lineup was because the Padres started with Kyle Hart today, and with the lefty had to shuffle some guys around.
Padres are preparing for a bunt, but no signs of that from Moniak on the first pitch. With Machado coming in at 3rd, France from 1st.
Faked the wheel right there defensively, and Moniak didn't show bunt.
picked up. Back at third for Machado. Infield fly rule in effect as he makes the catch for out number 1.
Exactly what Wandy needed, an empty out. He gets it, no runners move up. Now a double play can end this inning. Sinker gets in on his hands. And here comes Greg Stanton.
So that'll be it for Wandy. So he goes 2/3 of an inning. Has one out here in the 7th. We'll step aside with the Padres on top 3-0. Padres baseball is presented by UC San Diego Health, the official healthcare provider of the San Diego Padres. And by Prize Picks, win cash while watching sports, the official daily fantasy partner of the San Diego Padres. In the midst of the 7th inning with one out, runners at first and second here for the Rockies, and all of a sudden you got the tying run at the plate. New pitcher into the game as Bradley Rodriguez takes over.
The numbers for Bradley on the year: 44th appearance, 2.36 ERA. Opponents hitting .215 on the year. Pitched in last night's ball game when an inning, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits.
First and second with one away as a pinch hitter here in Johnston. Troy Johnston with a swing and a miss for strike 1. Pinch hitting for Ezekiel Tovar. And again, the tying run at the plate, and the guy who does have some pop. Juan Mejia, who we saw last night warming in the pen. Agnes has been up for a couple of different innings. Double barreled right now in the Rockies pen. Shoots it foul to the screen, 1-2. Castro at second, Freeman at first with one out. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big strikeout for Rodriguez, out number 2 of the inning.
Nasty change up there. Through the grip. This ball just falls off the table. Johnson goes down swinging.
Two on, two down, and Brett Sullivan, former Padre, 1 for 2 today. Padres pitchers K 9 batters today, so you win. Score 25% off your total purchase at participating Petco locations tomorrow with your loyalty membership. Just ask to redeem the Padres K9 promotion at checkout. First and second, 2 down. And there's ball 1 to Sullivan. Right side and through into right field, a base hit. Coming around from second base is Castro. Throw to the plate will be late, and the Rockies are on the board. Second hit of the day for Brett Sullivan as he drives in a run for the Rocks.
99. It looked to be below the zone, but And Sullivan able to get enough of this baseball. Yanks it through that right side, and Willie Castro comes flying in to give the Rockies their first run of this ball game.
First and second now with 2 down. Jake McCarthy. In the air to right field has Fernando moving over to make the catch. It will end the inning. A run for the Rocks. 7th inning stretch. It's 3-1 San Diego.
Chris.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Jackson Merrill, hearing it from his teammates, he was not involved in the play, but somehow went down in center field. I don't know what happened here.
Yeah.
Fernando makes the catch, and down goes Jackson.
And I guarantee you, he's not looking at an at bat on that iPad. He's looking at himself get snipered in center field.
He heard it from about, 10 feet outside the dugout before they started in. And
most of the guys coming off field probably didn't see it. So there will be a bunch of guys running that back right now as they sit in the dugout.
I don't know what jumped up and grabbed him, but it was something very big. Down goes Merrill.
Oh. Seasons long, you got to be able to make fun of yourself sometimes.
Xander Bogaerts to lead it off. New pitcher into the game, Zach Agnes into the game. They've been warming up for the better part of 3 innings.
See the numbers: 28th appearance, 0-2 with a 6.42 ERA. Opponents hitting almost 300 on the season.
Down the line at third, fair ball, and the throw from Castro is high, but tall is Rumfield. And he makes the catch to retire Bogaerts for the first out of the inning. Padres.com is your official source for Padres tickets. Don't miss exciting matchups, must-have giveaways, and incredible promotions. Enjoy the best ticket pricing, most availability, and secure purchasing at Padres.com. Get your tickets with the official source. That's Padres.com/tickets. 1 down in the 7th inning for Freddie Fermin. We will walk you through the changes here for the Rockies momentarily as Fermin sends it up the middle to the backhand Freeman, and a nice play and a good pick at first by Rumfield. 2 down.
Heck of a play there by Freeman, ranging up the middle. Gets rid of it quickly, and then on the backhand, Rumfield with the pickup to get out number 2.
So 2 down for Fernando. Johnston stays in the game, takes over in right, moving from right to center is McCarthy, as this one has popped up left side. Castro will not have a play, back amongst the spectators. McCarthy moving from right field to center field, and moving from center field to shortstop is Carrick. There are the defensive changes for the Rockies with 2 outs here in the 7th inning, and Fernando down on the count, 0-2. Jeremiah Estrada up in the pen for San Diego as he comes back.
The first chance to see Jeremiah for the first time in quite a while.
Did he go? Yes, he did. And that rings him up. Ends the inning. We're headed for the 8th. It's getting late. Padres have a 3-1 lead.
Welcome back to Petco Park, where the Padres lead the Rockies 3-1 in the top of the 8th. Mary Louise Cook here. I'll be joined by Mike Pomerantz on the Padres postgame. So Jeremiah Estrada coming into the game now, returning for the first time since returning from the IL. He was activated earlier today. He's part of this pitching by committee approach that Craig Stammen and his staff have been utilizing. We'll get his analysis on how it's all shaken out in the postgame show, as well as hear from a hero of the game and put a bow on this series, get you all set up for the 4-game set versus San Francisco, all coming up after the last out.
All right, Mary Louise, thanks very much. We look forward to that as Jeremiah Estrada here for the first time since June 5th. On the IL, long time, as he is on the hill right now.
Happy to see Jeremiah back healthy. 22nd appearance of the season. 2-2 with a 3.48 ERA. Opponents hitting 183 on the year.
Flip foul by Cole Carrick, leading it off here in the 8th. Top 3 hitters in the order today for the Rockies. 0 for 8. Strikes today from Padres pitchers. 73% strike rate today. 72% is their season high in a game. As he misses there, fall behind 3-1.
When you think about the struggles, probably was the opposite. They weren't throwing a ton of strikes. Hadn't been the case here today or the last couple of days.
And a leadoff walk for Carrick starts things here in the 8th inning. So down to first to begin things here in the 8th. And that'll bring up Hunter Goodman.
Mind you, only a 2-run ball game here for the Padres. It feels bigger, but it's not.
Now I'm starting to get the tying run at the plate here. Yeah. And a guy who can take you a yard is he has 31 home runs on the season coming in. And a grounder down the third baseline foul. So the walk allowed here by Estrada is the first walk by the Padres since the third batter of the game. And it was Goodman back in the first inning.
Both sides doing a good job limiting the walk. Only 3 total in today's ball game. Right now, Jeremiah trying to find that fastball command. It's missing in the same spot up above the zone.
Same thing. Goodman fouls it back. Went to the slider that time, away from the fastball. And the count evens at 2-2.
That one ended center cut there. Goodman fouls it off. It's been the pitch that Jeremiah has been able to throw for a strike. Let's see what he does here. 2-2.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Splitter that time from Estrada. First out of the 8th. Let's look at our dirt cam presented by Murray Lampert. Design, build, remodel.
First time he's used that split change there. And the change in velocity is what ended up having Goodman swing over the top. He's out in front. It goes down out number 1.
1 out, 1 on for TJ Rumfield. Over to first and a disengagement. Back safely is Carrick. Fouled off, getting a piece of Fermin. So I've seen Kyle Hart today, who started this game. So the rookie ranks for Rumfield. I saw Canning, Peralta, Rodriguez, and now Estrada, pitcher number 5 of the day. Trying to piece this together as the pitch in there for a strike. And he jumps ahead 1-2. So Miller up at the pen along with Yuki Matsui. Peppers it foul back to the screen.
Now it seems like Jeremiah starting to find the location for the heater.
Down the left field line, foul.
Three straight fastballs, top of the zone. Let's see. Jeremiah goes back to that split change. Already got one punchy this inning on it.
He did, but missed.
Good take there from Rumfield. Good presentation there by Estrada where he starts this pitch at. Excellent take.
Foul back. Another splitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Rumfield with Carrick at first, 1 out. And the tying run at the plate right now for the Rockies.
It's another good splitter there from Jeremiah. And Rumfield spoils it. We'll do it again.
First Rockies AB over 5 pitches today. They've been very aggressive. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Elevated the fastball. 97. That'll work. 2 down. Back-to-back Ks for Jeremiah Estrada.
High smoke. Fastball at 97. And Rumfield chases the chocolate mousse for out number 2.
Two down in the 8th with Carrick at first, and here's Willie Castro. On a bunt base hit to get it started in the 7th. He would score the only run the Rockies have today. Strike evens a count of 1-1. Fastball now at 97. when he pitches in the return here for Jeremiah Estrada. Fourth hitter of this 8th inning. Ball and 2 strikes with Carrick at first and 2 away. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Able to strike out Castro to end the inning. Worked his way around a leadoff walk. It's 3-1 Padres. Cronenworth. Well, we're moving on to the bottom of the 8th inning at Petco Park. Hunter Goodman, Manny Machado on the street in San Diego as we welcome you inside the park. That was outside. Now we're inside. Best record versus a division opponent. Last 2 seasons, the Padres have owned the Rockies 17-4. 17-21 meetings.
Wasn't always the case.
No.
For the Padres.
A lot of bad years.
Yeah. Kind of turned that around the last 2 seasons, taking care of business against the bottom of the division.
Agnos back out there again, and this is here to Jake Cronenworth, who leads it off in the 8th. 1, 2, 3, 7. Jake upset with himself, chasing a splitter. Full count now. And Machado and France to follow in the inning. On the ground to shortstop in the backhand is Carrick. And his throw in time for out number 1 of the 8th. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game cannot be disseminated without express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
Strong.
Thank you. 1 out in the 8th. 7 in a row now retired by Rockies pitching. And Manny flips one foul off to the right out of play. The infield hit back in the 4th inning. 1 for 2 day and a sac fly. In the 5th, this is to right, and Johnston will make the catch. Bill of the cap high for out number 2. Comes Ty France.
1 for 2 on the afternoon. Singled up the middle his last at bat.
Wild swing and a miss. Sweeper that time for Magnus. The Reaper getting ready in the pen. Fly ball headed to right center. Over comes McCarthy, and he'll make the catch. That ends the inning. It's closing time in San Diego. It's time for the Reaper. We come back. Mason Miller will be in the game with a 2-run lead. Padres have lead over the Rockies as we move to the 9th inning. Time now for our top pitch speeds powered by Snapdragon. Bradley Rodriguez on top at 99.1, did it a couple of times, and Wandy Peralta sneaks into the top 5 pitch speeds at 97.3, and that's all about to be broken by this guy as Mason Miller takes over.
See the numbers. Mason 27 of 27 in save opportunities, 3-1 on the year. Opponents hitting just 138 on the season.
Edward Julian will pinch hit. Well, he hit 104 yesterday. His first pitch today at 102. Julian started last night, comes off the bench to pinch hit here. Strike one. Longest save streaks, Mason Miller 22. Lacey is leading that category at 33. Buying. 2-2.
High octane gas.
And a strike as well.
Yeah, right on the corner.
Ooh, challenge.
This is a catcher challenge.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Incorrect.
One left.
One left.
Full count to Julian, pinch hitting here to lead it off in the 9th inning. Foul back. There's 104 for you. With Moniak waiting on deck, and then Johnston scheduled to bat in the inning. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. High heat at 103. One away in the 9th.
Not a whole lot to do. You can do with this. 103. High gas. Julian, first victim of the night.
He struck out 3 last night. And it's 5 batters faced in a row that he has struck out now as he grooves strike 1 in there. No fastball, slider. Moniak today 1 for 3, single to center in the 5th inning. Strike 2.
That's after Moniak watched 104 go by his last couple teammates.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 down in the 9th.
From Mr. Snappy to premium gas. 2 outs in the 9th.
Now Troy Johnston with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Starts him with a slider. 6 straight strikeouts for Miller, dating back to Sunday at Miami. Blue towel off to left on play. 40,714 with us today. The 41st sellout of the season. For the faithful, stand as one at Petco Park in San Diego. Up and away, 1-2. Dribble foul, staying alive.
I mean, just barely got a piece of this slider.
The 1-2 pitch from Miller. In the air to center field. Jackson Merrill is there. Padres win. They hold on and beat the Rockies 3-1 today. They take both games of the 2-game set. A 5-game winning streak, the longest winning streak this season for the Padres, tying one from earlier this year. Didn't strike out the side, but faces the minimum in the inning to grab the save. And with that, his 28th save of the year. He is tied for second with Brian Baker of the Tampa Bay Rays. Most saves this season as the Padres are victorious, winning last night and today in this 2-game set. They take both of them from the Colorado Rockies. Final score again, the Padres 3, the Rockies 1. Thank you for watching Padres Baseball, presented by Major League Baseball. For Tony Gwynn Jr. and Mary Louise Cook, I'm Donald Rosillo. Now stay tuned for the Padres postgame show.